Hola clase. So we're ready to get started with capítulo 1 y 2. And the first thing we always want to go over is our Guía de Estudiar, our study guide for the examen. This will tell you what you should focus on as we are moving through the different pieces of these two chapters, be it vocabulary, grammar, skills, etc. So let's go over it. You should either have a hard copy of this study guide or there is one immediately below this video on Canvas. I strongly suggest, if you are capable, print it out, highlight, do that sort of thing. So every test has a piece for each of the 4 skills in Spanish, or in any language for that matter. Hablar, speaking; escuchar, listening; leer, reading; escribir, writing. Additionally, it will have a section on gramática, grammar, and a section on cultura, culture. In the cultura, culture section, while the multiple choice questions and even the short answer questions will be written in Spanish, you may respond to the short answer questions in English on the culture section, only on the culture section unless otherwise noted. Let's go over what you will need to know specifically for capítulo 1 y 2. Hablar. I will interview you like I've never met you. Expect me to ask for your name, where you're from, to tell 3 strengths, these would be adjectives about you, what classes you are currently taking, and then I will ask you a little more detail about 2 of them, such as what time are they, or who is your teacher. I may ask you a general question or 2 about school. Do you study a lot? Do you get good grades? And of course, as this is a conversation, I will expect you to be able to greet and say goodbye. Escuchar. You will receive a schedule, and it is similar to one that is on page 42 of your textbook. You'll listen to a student describe her week at college, and then you will fill in the boxes with the information, okay? You will read a short article giving 5 pieces of advice about how to do well in college. It includes sleep, buying old textbooks, eating well, seeking help. You'll answer some cierto falso, which is the Spanish version of true false, questions about the article, and then say which piece of advice is most important and why. Escribir, writing. You need to be able to pick 3 friends, I don't care who they are, and write short descriptions of them. You need to be able to give their name, their birthday, you don't need the year, just the birthday, day and month, and 3 descriptive adjectives. Gramática. You will need to be able to conjugate ser, ir, and basic AR, ER, and IR verbs and fill these into a sentence. You will need to be able to make adjectives agree. So like if it was la chica, you should be able to know that it should be bonita, not bonito. And you should be able to give articles. These are words like el, la, los, las, un, una, unos, unas. Cultura. Short answer, explain how people greet each other in Spanish-speaking countries. Primarily that women tend to kiss on the cheek or do the touch cheeks and kiss. Men tend to handshake, and male to female, it tends to be the kiss on the cheek. So, multiple choice questions about the culture notes in both chapters, and 1 fill-in about how Puerto Rico is connected to the U.S. Most of you know that Puerto Rico is a territory of the U.S. There is an official word for it called Free Associated State, Estado Asociado Libre. So I would give you more points for being able to give me that official title. And that covers what you need to know for your first test. So keep this handy and perhaps go through, in the week or 2 leading up to the test, making sure you know exactly what you should for the test and asking questions about the parts that you feel unsure about. Buena suerte. Adios.